the third section of our series, The Lying Pen of the Scribes. And here I want to deal with something that we're hearing an awful lot about, a lot of what a friend of mine would call fluff and feathers. And that is something that occurs in the 6th chapter of the book of Genesis, and it's in the 4th verse. And I'm going to read it the way it appears in the King James Version. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Now, there were giants in the earth in those days. Maybe just a statement all by itself to kind of set the scene. Well, this is when it was occurring. That doesn't necessarily mean that when the sons of God married the daughters of men, that the children they had were the Nephilim. Although there are people who make that logical leap. Doesn't matter which way you want to see that. What I want to focus on here is these giants. Now, the Hebrew word in this verse is Nephilim. And all Hebraists are aware that this is related from a word or from a root, nun pe lamed, and the verb form nafal means to fall. And therefore, the logical assumption would be that Nephilim is some kind of a passive form. It's maybe a passive participle in the plural. The fallen ones. And that indeed is what I think we should accept. I think that's what we need to focus on, that these are the fallen ones. But this is a day of sensationalism, and people like to believe other things. And some of them will tie these people together with the Anunnaki, and since I used to be an Assyriologist, I can tell you that the Anunnaki did not come from outer space. And neither did the Nephilim. These Nephilim were not giants. Even if they were the children that are mentioned in the verse, at the best we can say, okay, they became very famous because they were mighty men, they were good warriors, and so on. But we need to understand this verse a little more, and we need to understand what it means to say sons of God. There are people then who look at that and say, this must mean angels. I know, because Nephilim means fallen. Nephilim had to have been fallen angels. Well, no. That's probably not the case. Because the sons of God, that is a term which is defined by the Apostle Paul. And this occurs in the New Testament in Romans 8:14, which reads, For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So now we have a definition of the sons of God. It's those people who are led by the Spirit of God. Now, by contrast, the daughters of men must refer to women who are not led by the Spirit of God. So we have those men who belong to a religious group which recognizes God and seeks to follow him, marrying women who are outside of that group who do not follow God, do not wish to hear about his commandments or keep them. Therefore, the children apparently influenced more by the mothers, do not grow up to be sons of God. And the Nephilim, they've fallen then, if these are the same thing, they're children of the Nephilim, the ones that have fallen away. And the other word for people that have fallen away are apostates. And so when this verse talks about Nephilim, it is probably talking about apostates, you see. Not angels, not fallen angels or any such thing. Thank you.